Yes.
So generally, right? So how many types of provisioning method is there? So we discussed earlier.
Three.
Can you tell me, so what are the provisioning method we can follow to publish any?
MC,
Yeah,
MCS previous manual.
okay. So why we need to publish manual? Why we need to create MCS based machine catalog? Why we need to use PVS? Can you give me some example?
Standalone, or if you want
No,
to.
why
Uh,
we are choosing like a standalone manual method? Why we are choosing MCS and then PVS?
If so many servers is there, no, it's go for MCS. It's easy method.
Okay,
See, if there is an infra, there is a 10 server is there. For
okay,
example, if you want to implement any configuration, any new application, if we can able to do that all the 10,000 servers in the based on the MCS. If you in the master VDA, if any update in the master VDA, we can implicate in the, all the 1,000 servers via that mission update.
okay. What is your understanding, Subrata?
I I never worked on MCS, so I have no idea.
Okay, fine. Let me tell you. So one minute, I will come. So right? So let me explain what is MCS and then what is PVS based. For example, you just consider this is one VM. So now this is Windows 10. So you are going to publish this Windows 10 machine to the Citrix via Citrix to the end user. So again, some more users also coming. For example, you just consider you are studying like 10th standard or 12th standard or college degree. So in your class, so you guys are having in class total strength, you just consider 100 students are there. You are going to provide 100 VDA. So each student one VDA, right? So 100 VDA. But everyone will use the same application, right? Because if you are studying in the same class, then you will use the same syllabus and then same subject, right? So there is no different, right? If you are in the same class.
Yes.
Yeah.
The similar way, coming to the IT industry, if you are creating VDI for any specific department, for example, IT team and then service desk team and then HR team and then finance team, like that in IT industry also we have so many classification. So coming to the Citrix VDI infra, so all the IT employees whoever using the Citrix technology in their company, they might need VDI access, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So these provisioning method consideration will comes under the architect and designing plan. So after creating the provisioning method or complete Citrix infra, you are going to just manage. But this decision making done from the architect or design team. So they will evaluate the infra first. So what kind of users we are having. So all the user will use the standard application. There is no different specific application they need. So everyone is using the common application. For consider, so all over the world, like you have HR team. Okay. So HR in the sense the HR employee count is 10,000. So all the 10,000 people will use same application. There is no different in the application. Then you need to go with MCS. So what is MCS? What it will do actually? First, you need to prepare one master image. Master image is nothing but one VM. So under this VM, so what are the application required for the HR operation? You need to install all the application. So when you are putting this machine in the Citrix MCS, what it will do, you need to specify how many machine you want to create by using this master image. For example, if you create five, then it will create five machines. So brother, for you only, you don't have complete idea, right? So it will create five machines. So it will have the complete reference from this machine only, this master. So all the machine will have a reference from this machine. Reference in the sense a complete clone of this machine. These each 5 machines, complete clone of this machine. So this process will be created in the backend by using MCS service in the Citrix. You just have the basic understanding. When we are creating the MCS based machine catalog, I will discuss in detail like what kind of disk it will be created. But before going to just a video installation, just I thought to give some basic idea what is MCS. Okay. So Subrata, this is clear, right? You need to prepare one master image. In that master image, the required application need to be installed. Once you installed, by using the MCS machine catalog provisioning type, you can clone this machine. So based on your requirement, if you need 10, it will clone 10. You need to specify the number while creating the machine catalog. You are on mute, Subrata.
Sir, this is the master VM remaining all a slave.
Correct.
Once how it will application all application come to all the machine how? So
See,
after reboot.
no, no, no. I will tell you there is two scenarios there. So first you need to create the machine. In that machine you need to install all the required application. Okay. So once
Okay.
everything is done, you need to install the VDI agent, and then we need to register with the controller. That we will see when you are creating the MCS based in machine catalog. Then you will have clear understanding.
Okay.
So just I'm giving some basic idea now. You just
Mm.
have in your mind tomorrow it will be very easy for you to understand. So what you need to do, you need to create one parent. Parent is a master.
Mm.
So in the master, so basic things, once you create VM, you need to add this machine to domain, and then like a computer name changes, and then like application need to install, and then you need to install the VDI agent. So while installing the VDI agent, you will register with the controller. Once everything's done, you need to power up this machine. By using this machine as a reference, you can create a
Okay.
machine catalog. While creating the machine catalog, you need to select MCS. MCS means like a multiple machine it will create from the backend. So it will ask by using which machine reference I need to create the number of VMs. So you need to add this machine as a reference. That is
Reference.
called a
Okay.
master.
Mm.
So and then it will ask you by using this machine, how many machine I need to create. You need to specify the number there. If you mention 5, it will create 5 machine automatically in the backend. You no need
Okay.
to do manually. So this is
Mm.
called MCS. For example, just consider you want to take, you have one book, okay, but you want to make a copy. Then you will give that book to the Xerox shop. You will inform them, hey, I need one copy of this book. So what they will do, they will take one copy of Xerox, right? Whatever
Yes,
available.
yes.
The similar way, you are going to give instruct first to the Xerox people, you need to give some books, right? Then only they will make a copy, right? The similar way, you need to create the first copy, like original copy first from your end. That is a original VM, master VM.
Mm.
Once everything is prepared, you are going to instruct the Citrix. Hey, by using Citrix MCS service, I need 10 machine,
Mm.
but you need
Got
to
it.
provide the reference. So it's just considered as a book. You are giving instruction to the Xerox shop guy. Hey, I need 10 copy from this book. Can you do it? So he will take the order from you, and then he will take two set of Xerox from this book, right? The similar way, you are giving one VM to the Citrix, and you are giving instruction to the Citrix by using MCS. You just create 5 machine from this machine. So like that.
Okay. Got it.
When we are creating the MCS based machine catalog, you will have a clear understanding. Hey,
Mm.
Subrata, are you able to hear me? Still you are on mute, man.
Yeah, yes, yes.
So now is clear, or still you need some more example?
Yeah, I can understand.
Okay, that's fine. Then we'll move to PVS. So now, e- but each and every VM will have their own hard disk. For example, this machine is 30 GB RAM, sorry, hard disk. So all the machine will have 30 GB hard disk. Whatever available in this machine, the same thing will be available, like application level and then configuration level. Okay. Uh, in PVS, so we need to create one VHD. So VHD is nothing but operating system. Okay. So by using this operating system, you can create a VM in hypervisor. Okay, in hypervisor, but this VM will not have local hard disk. Okay. So why we need to have local hard disk? What is your idea? Why we need to have local hard disk? That is C drive. What is the use of C drive?
It will in the local C drive only that the Windows configuration file everything will be stored and
OS,
user
OS, right?
profile
OS,
all those
right?
things.
OS,
Yeah.
OS. So in
Yeah.
C drive, OS data will be there. The similar way,
Mm.
but here in all the VM will have their own C drive, that operating system locally.
Okay. Yeah.
But when you are using the PVS based machines, you need to have single OS disk. Okay, by using
Mm.
single OS disk, you can stream the operating system to the n number of device.
Okay.
So it
Okay.
means here you have three device, but your storage is only 30 GB. But in
It is
MCS,
mm.
for 5 machine, 5 into 30, 150 GB.
150 orbits.
So
Mm-hmm.
here you need to understand. So MCS based machine catalog is depend on storage.
Storage memory, all those. Mm.
Storage memory for all the VMs will have their RAM, man. So you should not consider
Okay.
memory. It's a storage. Memory means
Storage.
RAM.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave the RAM. It depends on storage. But
Okay.
this PVS base, it depends on the network, because over the network only PVS server will push the operating system to the target device. So if we have low bandwidth network, then the PVS booting process and then device performance will get degraded. So PVS device should be based on network. So MCS machine is based on storage. So in interview they will ask, so what is the difference between MCS and then PVS based machine catalog? You can tell mainly storage perspective. If you are thinking something you need to use less storage, then you can go with PVS. If you don't have storage consideration but you have network issue means, then you can go with MCS. So see, like that you need to decide which is the suitable provisioning method for your infra.
Understand.
So one more is just a standalone. So for example, you need 5 machine means you need to create 5 machine and then you need to install the agent and then you need to get registered with the controller. So you know why we need to create machine catalog, why we need to create a delivery group. Correct?
Yes, that's an independent work, right?
Correct.
It's not
Suppose if you
dependent.
want to do any patching, you need to do it on each and every machine. But it's
Anything.
not the
Yeah.
same case for MCS and PVS. You can do it on only master and then it will
Mm-hmm.
be replicated to the other slaves machines. But here also, if you are using okay, in MCS we'll discuss so how many times we can types and then that particular nature of that type we'll discuss tomorrow. But for now, before creating the machine catalog, I just want to give some idea what kind of machine catalog we can create: PVS based, MCS based, and standalone. Now we are going to install standalone.
Yeah. Okay, bro.
So right now I created one machine. So this machine I am going to use to install the VDI agent. So suppose if I want to publish any server desktop or application to the from Citrix, so which component I need to build first? You already have Citrix infra, but
Sorry,
if
bro.
I want,
Sorry, bro.
no, I need to publish one Google Chrome from the Citrix. So
Mm.
now already I created storefront, delivery controller, everything infra service ready. So now
Mm.
which components I need to prepare?
HDLR agent.
Correct. So for that, what is the process? Tell me.
Based on the HDLR agent, user can access the application and Chrome and for any application. VDA is the must where user want to access the application. Each server, each virtual machine, the VDA component should be installed.
Hmm.
Without the VDA, user cannot access the any application in desktop.
Okay. Okay. Now you have some idea, right? Ramalakshmi, you?
Yes, sir.
So brother,
Yeah.
so now our intention to publish Google Chrome. Just keep in mind
Mm.
our intention to publish Google Chrome from Citrix. So for now, you don't have any application published from Citrix.
Yeah.
Correct? Nothing is there. Also,
Yeah.
there is no machine catalog. Suppose if you want to publish the Google Chrome application, first you need to have one sorry, machine catalog. So now we
Mhm.
don't have any machine catalog, we don't have any delivery group. So first you need to prepare one server. So that is the server we prepared and we added to domain. Everything is done.
Mm.
Now, which components we need to install so that this machine will get communicated with the Citrix delivery controller? Which component I need to install here so that this machine will get
VDA.
communicated with the controller?
VDA.
VD.
Okay, so now you know the importance of the component, right? VDA component. Why we need to install? To get communicated with the controller.
Hmm.
To get
Subrata, clear?
communic to get communicate with controller.
Delivery controller.
Okay.
Because from
Delivery
the
controller.
controller only, all the application desktop will be available. One VDA is communicate with controller, then user can see the application desktop in that one while the login.
See,
Am I right, bro?
correct. So, Ramalakshmi, if user is
Hmm.
complaining to you, he is unable to access his VDI. So when you check the VDI in the Citrix, it's unregistered. So unregistered means what is unregistered? Do you know that? Why the machine is
Yeah.
going unregistered?
It's not communicate with the delivery controller.
Correct,
Y-
correct. It's not communicating. The
Hmm.
communication is how the communication is happening. So you need to make a communication while installing the agent by putting the delivery controller address. So now we are going to install the agent on this machine. I told you. So
Hmm.
we have three types of machine catalog. Suppose if you are going to use this machine to create MCS based machine catalog, you need to go with the first option.
Hmm.
Suppose if you are going to use this server to create a PVS based machine catalog, you need to go with this option. Now we are going to create this machine as a standalone. Then you need to go with third option.
Standalone manual both same, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So you need to choose the last option. Why we should not use this now? Some additional component will be used, which is required for the MCS, which is
Hmm.
required for the PVS. But if you are going to create a manual or a standalone machine, why you need to have MCS component additionally in this machine? So it will consume some memory, CPU utilization, right? Also,
Hmm.
it may affect some functionality. So based on your machine catalog creation type, you need to select the option here. Now, in the first console, you are clear, right? Why we need to choose this option? Because we are going to create standalone machine catalog. Clear?
Hmm. Clear.
Subrata?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then next. So now it will ask you a core component. In the VDA, core component is virtual desktop agent and then Citrix workspace. So why we need to use Citrix workspace on this machine? Did anyone know?
The application will be supported via workspace, Citrix workspace only.
No,
The
that is
application,
fine.
okay.
But you need to install the workspace on your machine, right? Why we need to install on this machine?
Because this is machine will make that multiple machine. If you may install this in this server, standalone server.
Rahul, it's not correct. See, if you want to access any Citrix application or desktop from your laptop, in your laptop, Citrix Workspace should be installed. But why we need to install on this machine here?
Okay, sorry. Understand. This is not a TMCS. Sorry.
No,
I
no,
understand.
again, you don't have clear understanding. Let me tell you. For example, you are publishing one server desktop from this machine, okay? from that
Okay.
server desktop from that server desktop if anyone want to access any other Citrix site,
Mm-hmm.
then that user needs Citrix workspace installed on their base device you need to consider as a
User
correct
device.
Only.
this machine this server. If you see
Okay.
see right now you open the browser, you are in the server. Suppose if you are putting some Citrix URL, if you want to access any machine, these machines should have workspace, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
See, in multiple infra, you don't think that they will have only one Citrix by
Okay,
by
user device also we need to install server
correct,
also.
correct. Why
Okay.
we need to install in server? That's what I'm explaining. From inside the server, user may connect to server desktop. From there, they will access some other Citrix site. It
Yeah,
means the
okay.
application will be
Okay.
launched on the server, right?
Got it.
Inside
Got it.
server we
Ah,
log in any other
correct.
application
Correct,
also, it
correct.
should be logged
Correct.
in.
Now you are clear, right? That's
Yes,
why
yes.
by default it's giving chance because in my company also we provided VDI. Inside that VDI also they used to connect to some other company Citrix application. So they
Got
need
it.
a workspace up in their VDI, right?
Yes, yes.
Now I understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there is no need of sorry, if there is no requirement to connect some other Citrix site in your Citrix VDI or desktop, then you no need to install. If there is any
Okay.
requirement, user may connect some other Citrix site from your environment VDI. Then you need to install
Yeah,
this
we
one.
did, bro. We did this while there is last month patch, 2 months patch before we EDA, but we didn't go with Citrix Workspace. We go with only that with VDA only.
That is
We
depends on your requirement. That's what everything's
yeah,
based on
yeah,
your requirement. This is mandatory. This is additional. If you want, you can select. Otherwise, you can ignore it. But
ignore it.
because you should understand, right, why it's showing here. That's why I'm
Yes.
giving some example. So now I'm not going to select because I'm not going to install it. So I'm going with the default virtual delivery agent. Then click next. So here additional component. So for example, if you are going to use Citrix profile management, then you need to use these two options.
Okay, well, my name is proposals. Okay, bro.
This is a main component for the UPM.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you want to see like session details in the director properly, like how much time it's taken for the user logon, so apply the GPO. If you want to see those information, you need to enable these two options. So just read the
Understood.
statement here so that you will get some idea. Okay, these two option, if you are having Citrix dash, then you can go with this option. By selecting this option, you no need to install or upgrade the VDI agent in VDI. You can do it from Citrix dash itself. Rahul and Subrata, have you noticed, or you guys are doing VDI agent upgrade from Citrix dash itself?
No, we are in the patching. While patching, we are.
But in my infra, I configured this option. So I will go to Citrix Studio Dash console. Simply right click the VDA, upgrade VDA, so that it will get upgraded from the internet itself.
Oh, okay, but we okay, okay, bro, got it. But
So
here not like that.
okay, yeah, that is depends on the requirement. This is leave it. The proxy config is leave it. You will not understand now. So if you want to upgrade the VDA from the Citrix Cloud console itself, you need to select this option. Otherwise, no. This is for
Mm-hmm.
only cloud. If you are using your Citrix cloud environment, then only it will be applicable. Otherwise, for on-prem, it won't be applicable. Now we are using on-prem, correct?
Yes.
See this option, for example, if you are now you right now you are installing 2402, you have planned to upgrade to 2407. If anything goes wrong while doing the upgrade, so automatically it will get restored if you enable this
Take
Mm-hmm.
option.
snap.
If you are not selected this one, then again you need to uninstall and then reinstall the version.
Okay.
While
Take backup.
correct, automatically it will take. If you enable this option, by default in it will take some backup when you are initiating the upgrade. If the upgrade is failed, automatically it will get reverted. Automatic. It's
Yeah.
not manual. If
Okay.
if you not enable, then you have to suppose while doing the upgrade, if it is got failed, then you need to do reinstallation manually.
Got it.
So now we are going with two option. We are going to use UPM. So I selected this two option. In components only two options because we are going to use UPM. If you are not using UPM, then uncheck it. If you have FS Logics or else Ivanti profile management, then no need to select this one. But if you want to see complete user details in the director, then you need to select these two options. Okay.
Mm.
Next. So now here only you need to mention to which delivery controller this agent to get communicated and registered. So now our delivery controller address we need to put. If you are not putting your delivery controller address here, then it won't communicate with your controller and then it won't get registered with your Citrix site. Okay. And then one more. See, Subrata and then Rahul. So this is manual registration. Do you know any other method for VDA registration?
No, bro.
Through GPO you can do.
Yes, yes, sir. Yesterday there is I told you there are 2 or 4 we can add manually.
Hmm.
With the 50 to 60 Telegram domain, we should via go to the
GPO,
GPU. I'm right.
GPO, GPO, correct.
Jeff
GPO,
book.
Yesterday.
sorry,
Yeah.
Jeff book. Cookbook.
that is
Here we are using that one only for video upgrade.
upgrade. Maybe that is
Ah,
deployment tool like
yes.
SSEM Intune. So you can do deployment from multiple tools. There is lot of tools available. So based on their infra, they will go. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, the next option, features. So use Windows Remote Assistant. Why it's needed? Suppose when we install the director, I showed you, right? If you want to take any machine's shadow, then you need to enable the option. So if you are taking any user machine, then this option should be enabled. Then only you can able to take remote session in the director. Okay.
Okay. One user connected at a time, we can also take
No, not
like
that
that.
one, not that one. For example, I connected to this machine. This is shadow. From director, I will show you. I will show you now.
Mm.
From director, you can click shadow so that you can see
Mm.
what user is doing in their desktop. For troubleshooting purpose, it will help you.
Okay, okay.
Because if you don't have option to share your screen via these things, Teams or else
If
WebEx,
user connected or
uh,
which application user
correct,
using
correct,
like
so, correct. I will show you. And then this
mm.
is for if anyone is using audio like WebEx, Teams, so this port should be opened. Okay, real-time audio
Mm.
transport. This is for screen sharing. So if user want to share their screen via Teams or WebEx, so this option should be enabled.
Okay.
Then click next. So by default, firewall, you just note on this port number under later. So now I'm going to select next. So it will get installed.
Install.
So while installing, if you have any doubt, you can ask, we'll discuss.
Bro,
Hey,
actually, that is for yesterday. I have gone through it in my environment about that virtualization and where is the hosting part, and in the hosting part, how many machines are hosted.
Hmm.
So, so just I want to, because in the virtualization is the content of the servers, right? It's a servers, right? In the
Hmm.
virtualization, we can host is there. Under the host, there is a multiple server.
Hmm. Correct.
This is the, no, just I'm asking because yesterday asked me, I have confused that.
No, no, no. See, first, the logical name is hypervisor. So what is
Mhm.
hypervisor? You need to understand. And this way, let me tell you. So coming to work, server virtualization technology. Okay,
Mm.
you can call VM virtualization. So, brother, what is your understanding about the VM virtualization? And then I will discuss. I need to understand whether you guys know or not, so that I can decide. So, what kind of example I can give so that you guys will understand. So, brother,
yeah.
what is your understanding? Okay, fine.
Uh,
If you don't know, it's not an issue. Okay, Ramalakshmi, you, what is your
Answer.
understanding about VM server virtualization or VM virtualization?
I don't know clear idea.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let me tell you. So, we discussed already like. Why we need to use server virtualization, but again I'm telling you, for example, if you want to create 5 server, so what you need to do, you need to buy 5 server. Okay, you need to buy five server. It's a standalone server. So 5 hardware, one CPU, third CPU, fourth CPU, and 5 CPU, fifth CPU. So and then what you need to do, this is only empty hardware. So you need to put operating system in 5 machine, and then you need to install specific role. If you are going to use the server for Active Directory, then you need to install domain controller role. Suppose you are going to use the server for a DSCP, you need to install DSCP role. So for each role, you purchased one CPU and then you put Windows operating system, server operating system, and then you configure the server. This is clear, right?
Mm.
Instead of buying physical hardware for 5 server, you can buy one hardware like a high configuration hardware that is called mm, a rack server, a blade server, kind of things.
Tower servers.
Yes,
That's something tower server.
and then blade server. So this is only hardware. Okay. So like when you purchase a laptop, so by default some laptop will come without OS. So you need to consider this hardware is without OS. So this is high configuration. For example, 1 TB RAM. Okay, 1 TB SSD. That's the hard disk, and then or 66 core CPU. So like that you need to consider. Let me see whether it's getting. Okay. So you got 1 TB RAM, 1 TB SSD, 66 core CPU. So now, so just consider each machine. This each machine is having 20 GB RAM, okay, 100 GB SSD, 4 core CPU. So you just consider for 5 machines. So total how much you need?
100 GB RAM, 1000 GB SSD, 44 CPU.
Okay, 100 GB RAM for 5 VM. Okay,
5 HP.
and then 500 GB SSD for 5 VM.
5, okay, yes, right, sorry.
So and then 20 core.
20 CP. I can say 10, bro. That is it wrong. Sorry, sir.
20 cores CPU for 5 VM, right?
5
So
5
this is
HP.
till now this is clear, right?
Yes.
So how much RAM you have? 1 TB, but you need 100 GB RAM. How much SSD you need? You have 1 TB, but you need only 500 SSD. So you have 66 core, but you need only 20 core. So you can create this 5 virtual machine under this hardware, right? Because you have more configuration. Now to utilize this hardware, what I told you, here you purchase one CPU, you want to use this server as a domain controller. So for that you need to install Windows Server OS, right? Under Windows
Yeah.
Server OS only you will create domain controller role, correct? That's what we did, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The similar way, for to create a number of VMs in single hardware, you need for that is called virtualization technology. So virtualization technology, we need to use here we installed Windows operating system. The similar way in this hardware we need to install hypervisor OS. What type of OS?
Hypervise.
Hypervisor. Okay, so under this hypervisor, so generally for desktop OS we have Mac OS, Linux OS, Windows OS, correct?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So different vendor. So Mac is Apple, Windows is Microsoft, Linux like Ubuntu, this some and all comes under Red Hat, right? The similar way OS hypervisor we have ESXi. This is VMware product, and then Zen server. This is Citrix product, and then AOS. This is Nutanix hypervisor, and then Hyper-V,
It is a VM.
Microsoft. So now you got the different, right? What is hypervisor OS? EXS server, Zen server, AOS, Hyper-V. So till this, you have any doubt?
No.
So
So these
brother,
are that OS hypervisor, right?
correct.
Multiple OS hypervisor. It's called OS hypervisor.
It's a
The
hypervisor. Under hypervisor, you have multiple flavor like EXS server and then Zen server. 1 minute, 1 minute. Hey, this is hypervisor OS, man. So EXS server, Zen server, AOS, Nutanix.
mm,
Okay. Okay, this session will close now. You can re-log in, okay?
yeah.
Let it close and then you can rejoin. So now this one is clear, right? Hypervisor OS means EXS server, VMware product, Zen server, Citrix product, AOS, Nutanix, Hyper-V, Microsoft. Clear?
Yes, bro.
Yes.
Suppose if you want to create 5 machine here Under this hardware, you need to put any one of this operating system based on your requirement.
Azure also hypervisor.
No, that is cloud.
Cloud, okay.
So you are not going to install any hypervisor in cloud. So everything will be managed from the backend.
Okay, okay.
So this
Got
is
it.
on-prem. This is on-prem hypervisor. That is cloud.
Okay.
Okay. Now I am using VMware EXS server hypervisor. That is this one. You can see, right? So I'm using
Mm,
ESXi hypervisor. This one.
VMware
So by
on-prem.
using this hypervisor only, I created these many VMs. The first session itself I showed you, but you guys are not watching that video, I guess. See, my host configuration is 128 GB, okay? And then I have 18 CPU, okay? And then storage. Let me show you the storage. Here you can see, right? So how much space I have? 1.8 TB. You can see, right,
Yes,
my host. So by
yes, yes.
Yeah,
using these configuration, I have created multiple VMs.
Multiple.
So
Yes, you showed already.
correct, yeah, I explained in the first class
Yeah,
itself.
yeah,
So
yeah.
what is server virtualization and why we need to use. So this is my host. This host is having these many
con-
storage, yeah, so memory and then CPU. By
Mm.
utilizing this host resource is nothing but CPU, memory, storage. Anyone back? So who all are back now? Okay, two people.
அண்ணா ஒரு சின்ன டவுட்ண்ணா.
Mm,
நீங்க ஒரு நிமிஷம் அந்த EXI சர்வர் ஹோஸ்ட் போங்களேன், அந்த VMware.
okay.
ஸோ இதுல வந்து தான் நீங்க வந்து சர்வர்லாம் வந்து நம்ம ஆக்சுவலா எனக்கு என்ன டவுட்னா, நம்ம சர்வர் அங்க கிரியேட் பண்ணி இங்க ஹோஸ்ட் ஆகும் இல்லைங்களா?
Mm,
இப்போ
சொல்லுங்க.
நீங்க அந்த இல்ல நான் என்ன கேட்கறேன்னா, நீங்க அப்போ நம்ம இன்னொரு மிஷின்லாம் கிரியேட் பண்ணலாம் அங்க போங்கல்ல. இப்போ நம்ம நியூ சர்வர் நம்ம கிரியேட் பண்ணல.
இதுதான் எதை சொல்றேன் எனக்கு
ஓகே.
புரியல.
இது வந்து
ஏய்
செட்டில்
இதா
ஓகே
see
ஓகே.
this is just I am using for RDP manager man.
ஆர்டிசி ரிமோட் டெஸ்க்டாப் கண்ட்ரோலர். ஓகே ஓகே, நான் இப்போ புரியுது. அதாவது எக்ஸ்ட்ரா மேலே எனக்கு மொபைலில் பார்க்கறதுலாம் ஸ்க்ரீன் சரியா தெரியல.
No, this is I am using RDP manager to connect all the machines, so don't get confused with this.
ஓகே 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 ஓகே.
See, right now I have only one host, correct? This is only one host. I have one more host. When we are creating the MCS, I will power on the CXS server. So right now you are connected hypervisor directly to the host URL. You can see, right? This is host. So if we have multiple host,
That's our side. Multiple host. Okay,
hmm?
okay.
So if we have
So,
multiple host,
Shiva sir,
ah,
where in this, I'm just little bit of getting confused over here. So
tell me.
when we install this in this rack,
Okay.
like install the OS hypervisor. So
Okay.
it may be a ESXi, Zen server, whatever it is.
Okay.
So after that, how do we create the host, or is it something that we have to do it? I'm just confusing
No,
over
no,
there.
no. That's what. So
Yeah.
I will tomorrow what I will do, I will
Hmm.
install one EXA server. Otherwise, let me do it now. 1 minute. Let it. Without doubt, we no need to discuss some other thing. So still, it's going for reboot, I guess. I will create one EXA server now.
And what is the SCVMM? That is
See, SVMM in the sense, see, for I will come to that point now. I will tell
okay,
you
okay.
now.
Because some servers we have to go there. So
That's
I
what,
th
that's what I will tell you so that you will get a clear understanding. I will tell you now. 1 minute.
okay. Because we are using both. So I'm getting confused
No,
in
no, I
this
will
one
tell
because
you. Now
yeah,
you will get
yeah.
cleared. Just give me 2 minutes. I will explain you.
Okay, sure, sure, sure. Sure.
Okay, let it install. So, your question is what is SVMM? Why we need to use SVMM and then vCenter, correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So now you bought 5 hardware like this high configuration. So this is called rack server kind of things. So you installed hypervisor OS EXS server.
Mm-hmm.
So EXS server you put in all the device EXS server operating system, correct? This is clear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Suppose suppose if you want to manage all the server in single console, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to manage this all the server in single console, you need to create one server that is called vCenter. vCenter is for management purpose. Okay. Right now, I connected this EXS server directly, right? I can see I can create VM right here. But just think about real infra. You will have n number of hosts like this. So like this, you will right now you can see that I have one more hypervisor here, right? So if I power on, right now I have two hypervisor. If I want to create VM from any one of the hypervisor, should I go to individual hypervisor and then create? It will take time, right? So
Yes.
you can bring all the EXI host in the single console where you can manage that console used to called vCenter. Subrada,
Yeah. Yes, it was.
still getting confused.
Yeah.
Actually, that was actually the same only. Yesterday I checked that in the V Center we have the 40 host actually.
See,
Yeah,
right now
40 host.
you said you have 40 hosts. Suppose you need to
Mm.
create VM in one host means you need to go individual like this is 55 this host. Then you need to go with other host 56, 57, 58, 59, 50 like that 40 hosts you need to connect individually. It's waste of time, right? It will
Uh,
take so much time, right, to connect each and every virtual machine, sorry, host.
uh,
If you want to see all the virtual machine, for example, this EXA server is having 10 virtual machine. The one more
mm,
EXA host is having 10 virtual machine. So just consider you
mm,
had 10 virtual machine, sorry, 10 host. Each host is
mm,
having 10 virtual machine. If you want to see that
mm,
10 virtual machine from particular host, you need to log into the each host, right? How I connected to 55. So I can see now 8 virtual machine. So just consider each host is having 8 virtual machine. If you want to
mm.
see all the virtual machine in single console,
Uh, that
Okay.
is for
okay, if
V
you want to
Center.
see all the virtual machine host everything in the single console, then you need to use some common place. In common place
But
only you can see all the things. That is called vCenter here. Yeah, tell me.
yeah, yes, bro. Yesterday, the same thing. Only yesterday, I checked that I could find that all the host, and I could see the each host, how many storage, how
Ah,
many data center. I could see, but I tried to open that VM in that particular host. I couldn't open that. There is no options coming in that vCenter. That's why I confused. I could see that how many machine is the only virtual I couldn't see. The 10 machine is there, 13
first,
machine is there
for
under the
that
host.
you need to learn server technology. Okay, server virtualization technology. Without that you can't see. If now I can see this virtual machine, right? Suppose if I want to see the virtual machine from here, I can
Mm.
go and then here one option will be there. Just click here. Directly it will open. So
No, no,
there
that's
is
okay.
uh,
That's okay. We can. That is your
host you
telling the
can't open. Host you can't open.
inside the host. I'm asking.
Host you can't see. Host you need to access directly.
Okay, okay.
Only VM console you can see here. Okay. If you want to see
Mm.
host console, you need to take SSH. In real time, this is hardware, right? If you want to see, you need to go to data center, put one VGA cable, put one monitor. There you can see the console. If you want to see remotely, only option you need to use via putty. So like if you
Mm-hmm.
want to connect to the server to see something, so what is this IP address? 192.168.100.55. Okay, this limit is not happening. So you need to use putty only if you want to see console. This is I created virtually in the workstation. That's why I can see this console. But in real time, it should be on the physical hardware.
Mm.
Hey, you want to see? Wait a minute. I will show you the vCenter. I will open the one more hypervisor. So the hypervisor will boot like this. You can see, right? If I power on, so loading hypervisor. So brother,
Yeah.
you can see, right?
Yes, yes.
So once it's powered on, I am going to connect to the server directly.
So Shiva sir, there can be in that VSXi ESXi there could be n number of hosts we can create it,
Correct.
right?
No, you are creating the host on the physical server, right? Based on your
Yes, yes.
physical server only you can create. You can't create virtually. Only VM you can create n number of VM based on your hardware. If you want to create host, you need to buy one hardware.
Okay,
If you have 10 hardware, only you can create 10 host.
okay, okay.
So host is based on your hardware count.
Oh, okay.
When only VM you can create n number of VM based on your capacity in the host. So now in this host you can see, right, this host is having 8 CPU 59 GB, but this host is having 9 CPU 128 GB RAM, right? So like that, so based on this configuration you can create a number of VM, but host, for each host you need to have one hardware. Still getting confused?
Is it like one in a rack there will be many racks will be there, right?
Correct.
In
See,
Yeah.
rack is just consider your cupboard. So in
Okay.
your cupboard, you will have five rack.
Yeah.
That is empty rack.
Yeah.
But if you want to utilize the rack, you need to put something on each rack, right?
Correct.
So like that, in data center, they will give one rack. If that
Mhm.
rack is having like five partition, you need to put a server in each partition. You need to spend. Simply
Right.
server will not come in the rack. If you
Mm-hmm.
put one server in one rack, that is called rack server. So in that
Right.
one server, you need to install hypervisor. So that may be either EXS server or Hyper-V or Zen server. Rack means only logical name. You need to put one hardware.
Yes, 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 yes.
So that is called hardware. In that particular hardware, if you put any hypervisor, that is called host. So if you
Okay.
have 10 hardware, you can create 10 host.
So you are saying that in that five, whatever in the cupboard, in the five places, when we put one OS like a hypervisor, whatever ESXi, that it will be count as a one host,
Correct,
right?
exactly.
Okay, and for every boxes, if I put 1111 this one ESXi, it will count as a five host, right?
Correct. If you have 5
Okay,
slab, so it will consider
okay,
5 host.
okay, got it,
So
got it now.
now you can see, right? Like you need to consider, now we created this EXA server virtually. So this is one host, this is one hardware. In that hardware, I put on hypervisor. This is one hardware, I put on hypervisor. So
Mhm.
I set the IP address also, right? Here you can see 50, here you can see 55. So I connected to those host by using the IP address. So here you can see I have 6 virtual machine. So in this host I have 8 virtual machine. If you want to see these two hosts and then these virtual machine in single console, then you need to use vCenter.
Okay.
Okay,
So you got the difference, right? I have two hosts. In this host I have 6 VM. I have one more host. In this host I have 8 VM. But now
okay.
I am seeing those virtual machines separate window, correct?
Yes, yes,
If we
correct.
want to
Yes.
Yeah.
see, now this is for testing environment, that's fine. If you have like 100 hosts, if you want to see that particular, sorry, all the VMs, you need to log into each and every host, 100
No.
hosts.
Correct.
It's very
Right,
No.
difficult, right?
right.
Yeah.
So to integrate in the single console, we have management server. So that is called for VMware vCenter.
Oh, okay, okay. Understood.
For each product, for vCenter, sorry, VMware, it's a vCenter. For Hyper-V, if you want to manage multiple Hyper-V in single console, that is called SVMM,
Okay,
SPM.
System Center Virtual Machine Manager.
okay, okay.
For Zen server, if you have n number of Zen server host, hypervisor, if you want to manage in the
Sensor
single console, then you need to use Zen Center.
and Center.
Now it's clear. Suppose if you
Yes.
want to manage AOS Nutanix, then you need to use Prism console. Prism console for Nutanix product.
Okay.
Now it's clear. What is a management server? What is host?
Yes, yes, yes. It's clear now.
Yes.
Okay. So now, okay, I powered on, let it power on, it will take some more time. So now, go to our studio. So now we install the agent on the server, right? This is
Yeah.
first step. If you want to publish any application to the Citrix from Citrix, first we need to prepare one machine. In that machine, we need to install delivery controller agent. That a virtual delivery agent. We install, right? Up to this clear, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Now go to your studio console. Now you already created one VM. In that VM you install the VDS software. Now we need to create first machine catalog. So here it will ask you, so what kind of operating system that is? Ours is server. So server means multi-session.
Multi-stage.
Yes. So
Multi-section.
click next. So here you will get option power management or not power management. Why we need to use power management? Suppose if you want to reboot that particular device from Citrix itself, you can go with power management. If you need to use power management, I need to integrate that particular vCenter and then Citrix. Now I did not add the vCenter, so I can't use power management. So I need to go with the second option. Also, if you want to use MCS, you need to add hosting here. That we'll see later. So you need to select this option and then this option, click next. So that machine name is where we install the VDA agent software,
CTX TAS.
fast 2.
Just S2. Okay.
Okay. So just click next. So give machine. This is standalone server machine catalog. Okay. Finish.
Hmm.
So this is first step. So you can't mix like Windows 10 and then Windows 16 in the same machine catalog. You can have only same operating system with the
2016 or
same
2000.
configuration kind of things. Okay. So now it's showing registered power state is unmanaged. Why power state is showing unmanaged? Because we don't have hosting connection here. We did not
Hmm.
selected power managed machine catalog. So now clear. So this is first step. The second step, to publish application, we need to create delivery group. So under this delivery group, it will show already one machine is available. You want to use that machine to create this delivery group. Yes. So suppose if you have 10 machine, you want to use only 5 machines, means you need to specify the count here. Right now we have one, so I'm going with the default. Okay. So here is showing, right, RDS manual method. That's a random manual method. So we are not using MCS PVS. That's why it's showing this method manual. Okay. Then next. So here you need to specify to which user you are going to give permission to this delivery group. So I'm going with domain user. So all the user. But in real time, we need to specify some group based on that requirement. Now I'm going with domain user default since it's a test environment. So here you want to publish any application. So what purpose we created this delivery group?
Google Chrome
Correct,
published.
correct, correct. So select the Google Chrome application. So you need to install all the required application while creating the VDI agent installation. So that time we decided we are going to publish Google Chrome. So already it's available, so I no need to install manually again. So I'm selecting this one. Suppose in this machine Google Chrome is not there. Again tomorrow you are getting one requirement. I need Firefox in that application. Then what you need to do? You need to go to that machine, you need to install Firefox, and then again you need to publish application. That also we will do. See, you published one application from this delivery group. You want to publish any server desktop? Yes. Server desktop, you know, right? What is server desktop?
Multi-session.
Correct. So I'm mentioning server desktop. So here also it will ask whether you are going to give this access to any specific user, or already we added domain user in the delivery group, allow everyone with access delivery group. So under this user tab we added domain user, right? You want to give
Yes.
this desktop access to this location, you added some user, right? That user, or you want to give some other user. So I'm going with this delivery group user itself. But in real time, you need to create separate group for this.
Based on the group.
Yeah, server DG simply. So now we created delivery group also. Till now, any doubt, Subrata?
No, that's fine.
No, no. If you have doubt, ask me.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So now we created machine catalog, delivery group. See, also you can see under this delivery group the delivering type application desktop. If you don't have desktop, then it will change the option. Let me remove the desktop now. Then it will show only application. So like that you can see now it's changed, right?
Yes,
So
application.
without checking inside, by seeing in the studio console itself, you need to come to know whether this delivery group is having only application or desktop. If you remove this application from delivery group, then it won't show, like simply nothing will show here. So now we have only application. Now I'm going to access this application. Let me show you. I forget this URL. Let me take that URL. Whether we have here.
Created users even.
Hmm? No,
User.
administrator we have, right? We can use administrator. I did not create it any user, but anyway, we'll create later.
Sir,
Hmm.
different type of that 2012, 16, 19
You can't put a different
one
combination
man.
server. You can't put in single catalog. You need to create a specific different catalog.
Okay.
So this is 26 IP. Okay.
Citrix, yes, sir.
that administrator also will comes under domain user only. So now we can see Google Chrome, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm launching now. So this is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Suppose if you want to publish any additional application from the same delivery group, just go to here. Or else today is fine, or else you will get confused.
No, what's one I didn't hear.
No, we can continue, or else I can show you how to publish application on the existing delivery group on server desktop. Can we do, or
Just say,
okay, fine. So
okay,
you have one delivery
maybe.
group already. Now you are going to
Yeah,
publish one more application on the same delivery group.
delivery.
Yeah, add
Add a
application. Click next. So again go to start menu.
mm, any notepad
You just okay, calculator or else command
or
prompt. Okay,
whatever. Mm.
okay, that's it. So additional three application will be added. Suppose I want to publish again
Just
desktop. So edit delivery group. Go to desktop tab. Add desktop. Mention server desktop. This and all you need to do practice, man. Without practice, you
Mm.
can't see this option and all. So some basic things we can cover, but if you want to explore in depth each and every option, then you need to do lab in your machine. So now you can see, right, server desktop
Server
and
desktop.
then additional two application. You can launch server
Yes.
desktop. This
Got.
is called standalone machines.
Mm.
So tomorrow we'll see if you want to update anything in the existing machine, how we are going to install application and how we are going to publish. So we'll go one by one. Once you are
Mm.
clear with the standalone, and then we'll go with MCS and then PVS. Okay,
Okay.
now it's published. So let me show you. You guys asked what is vCenter, right?
Shiva, so it also goes by the name remote desktop, right? This one, the one which you have.
Correct, correct.
Okay.
So this is vCenter, okay?
Mhm.
So launching vCenter. This is for to manage multiple hosts in the single console.
That's what I'm doing.
Today only we got the clear idea of this.
Okay. So it will take some more time because just now we powered on, right? So it will take
Okay.
some time to reflect here. Let's see.
Man.
Okay.
And, yeah,